Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. In this lesson we're going to make a start on filling out the player fatigued block. Now luckily we can actually copy and paste a lot of code from this function. However, we will make some changes and we will input some more code. Now first things first, I'm going to copy this if block at the top where we minus the hunger and hydration drain speed from our current stats. So I'll copy that and I'll paste that in. Now it makes sense to me that if our hunger or hydration is at 0, then it should affect the player's stamina. So we'll paste that in, and I've just copied and pasted the line from the hydration, and we're going to change the variable. So this time we'll say underscore current player's stamina minus equals the player stamina drain speed. We'll tidy up the comments and then we'll change them here and here to current stamina as well. Now I don't want the stamina to go all the way down to 0, but we'll fix that in a moment. But first things first, let's copy and paste our fixes for the hunger and the hydration. We'll copy those and we'll paste those in as well. Now at this point you may be wondering, well, these fixes, to make sure we cannot go below the minimum, why not just paste them into the void update? Well, there's a reason for that. If we come to the player healthy block here, where we change the player state to player dying if the current health equals the minimum, if I was to cut and paste this block, let's say here, above our fix to make sure we cannot go below the minimum health, the script would not work correctly. So by putting them into each block, I can make sure the script is read in the correct order. So it reads our fix first to make sure we cannot go below the minimum, and then if it is equal to the minimum we change state to player dying. And I'm putting them in this order in the fatigue block. So I've put hunger first and then hydration, and it will make sense in the next lesson when we come to add more code why I've put them into this order. But for now that's the basics. And we also want the current player stamina, and we'll paste that in. And this is another reason, because we're actually going to alter this block. And this time we're going to say if current player stamina, and we'll change this to the less than sign. And what I'm going to do is say the player stamina modifier. So if current stamina is less than the player stamina modifier, and we'll change the code here, or the comment, sorry, is less than the stamina modifier, then we'll make the current stamina equal to the stamina modifier. We'll change it there and we'll change the comment. So here equal to the stamina modifier. And we'll save that there for the moment. So again, this is all about order. We try to minus from the current player's stamina, so if it's above the stamina modifier that's fine, but if it drains below the stamina modifier, as this line says, then we just make it equal to the stamina modifier. So we can still have some stamina when we're fatigued, but we can't have full. And if I come up here, as you can see, I've set my stamina modifier to a value of 25, basically 25%. Now this may be too low for some of you, it may be too high. Whatever you change this value to, will affect the game's difficulty. So if your game's too easy, you may want to lower this number, and if your game's too hard, you may want to higher this number. But I encourage you to experiment and find a value that fits your project. And with that said, we'll come back down and we'll enter again, and this time we can just copy the check to make sure we cannot go below the minimum health, and we'll also copy in where we change state if it does equal the minimum health. And again, because we can have some stamina, we can still switch to the player running block. It's just though that we won't have as much stamina when we do, so we can just copy and paste that if block in as well. And one last thing in this lesson, we're going to copy and paste this if block where we say if current hunger equals minimum or current hydration equals minimum. So we'll copy that there and we'll paste that in. And in coming lessons we are going to collect pickups. So for example, we can pick up water, and we will have an inventory system, so we will be able to adjust the current player hydration upwards by using water in our inventory. So if the current player hunger, and this time I'm going to change this to the greater than minimum, I'm also going to change the or to a double and I'm going to change these double equal to a greater than as well. So if current player hunger is greater this time than minimum, and the current hydration is above the minimum, and the current player health is still above minimum, so we still have some health left, then we can change player state, and this time we can change back to the player healthy state. So we'll copy and paste player healthy there, and again in the comments. One last thing, we'll just alter this comment here. So if current hunger is greater than our minimum hunger, we'll change the or to and. Current hydration is greater than our minimum hydration, and we still have some health left, we can change back to player healthy. And I'll save that off there. I think we'll leave it here for this lesson, and in the next lesson we'll finish this block because we still have some more code for it. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.